What makes you the best candidate for the mayor's position in '96 that will tell voters that they should vote for you on election day?
Well, I feel that through having the experience of being on town council for 2 years and having a large understanding of the inner workings of the government, along with some of the issues that we have to face, I understand the problems that we have through our finances and other things in the town, and I'm willing to address those, and I already have things in place that we can address those and make them benefit us in the long run.
Okay. What is the single most important issue that you see facing '96, and give us insight on how you will make a positive improvement on it?
The biggest thing facing '96 at this particular time is our finances. We have several grants that are out there for buildings that we have coming up, and they're going to cost extra money. We have conditions that need to be addressed within the Mill Village as far as our water drainage system. And to do that, we need funds. And in order to have the funds that we need to implicate cost-saving programs to allow us to have these funds so we can go forth with these ventures.
Okay. Do you agree with having town council members occupying seats on other committees such as the Chamber of Commerce or the Historic Development Association? And let me give you an example or a situation. For example, the Historic Development Association votes to take some action requiring a request from the town for funds. Currently, already you have 2 members of the town council about to vote that are also members of the HDA, which is the Historic Development Association. Explain how you feel about this situation, and is it a good practice or a bad practice, and please explain.
Well, I said in my mission statement when we had to meet the candidates that I disagree with this wholeheartedly. And the reason being is the voters voted council members and mayors into office to represent the town. Even though we need to work in harmony with the Chamber of Commerce and the Historical Development Association, we can't have the conflict of interest through council members who do vote on those boards. My understanding is it's not an ethical thing, not an ethical practice, and the state of South Carolina does not consider it an ethical practice. I'm against it, and I feel like if elected mayor, these issues would be addressed immediately in order for the individuals who were elected by the people of this town to make those people focus on the town instead of special interest groups, and that's what I would like to call them, as special interest groups.
Okay. Ordinances have been a hot topic lately, with some saying that the town has not been fair on the enforcement of the ordinances. What is your take on the situation, and how, in your view, should the town handle the ordinance situation?
Well, we have ordinances in place for a reason, and they're laws that are there to not only protect us, but help maintain a small town persona, for lack of a better word. The ordinance book needs to be reviewed, and it needs to be reviewed on a continuous basis. It needs to be not a living, breathing document, but a document that's constantly under scrutiny. We have several ordinances in place that are still in our ordinance book that have long outdated themselves, and they need to be addressed. And that's where I said also in my mission statement was to use our people like they're intended to be used as our greatest asset. Have the judicial committee assigned certain portions of the ordinance book to review and have meetings on, and then report back to council. And this needs to be done on a continuous basis. It can't be done whenever an issue arises. It needs to be done as a proactive way to keep issues from arising.
Okay. What is your idea, and how can you as mayor help bring commerce into '96 and help the town prosper? Excuse me.
Well, in order to make yourself attractive to someone outside of the town of '96, you need to make yourself attractive from within the town, just like a human being. If you feel good about yourself from the inside, you project it on the outside. And with the problems that we have now on the inside, the inner workings of the town, that makes us unattractive to the outside. So we must first clean up around our own porch, and then it will show through and help bring in commerce and business from the outside.
Okay. What will you do if elected mayor in office to help give kids, specifically in the age group of 8 to 15, give them activities to do in the town?
Well, I've always thought, even before running for council, that we've allowed certain areas of our park to waste away. There is potential there, and I'm sure that there are funds available if we seek them to help create an atmosphere where we can have children go and play. There's an area that, I don't know whether it used to be a tennis court or a basketball court, that could be refurbished. The concrete could be repaired. You could have lights down there. You could have set times to where the lights are out, does not to disturb any of the neighbors around the area. There's always the possibility of having people who would like to volunteer to be at the park to help the children when they plan their activities and things and such, and maintain what park we do have and not let it fall apart.
Okay, and I know that issue has been addressed before, and there was a liability issue, a lot of people have been told. So how do you feel about that?
Well, liability issue that's prevalent anywhere you go. It's not just the town of 96. Any small town, large town that has a park in it is open to those things. It's just like going to Walmart and slipping on something and falling down. Is Walmart liable? They could be. Those are things you just have to face. And in a small town, a community like we live in, as long as the town is doing their part to provide safe atmosphere for the kids to play, I think that the liability issue should be non-existent.
What is your view of the recent controversy regarding the police department issuing traffic tickets? Would you, as mayor, handle this situation differently, and explain how, if so?
Well, basically, as far as the traffic tickets are concerned, a speeding ticket is a speeding ticket, if that's what we're addressing. By law, if you're going 36 miles an hour to 35, you're speeding. On the other hand, we do need to approach the citizens that we do pull over with a small town mentality. Our police officers should be more personable to these individuals. There are probably cases where an individual being very personal to the officer could allow them a chance to receive a warning instead of a ticket. I'm not for a lot of warnings. I believe that if you do give someone a warning and they're caught again, they should automatically receive a ticket.